So now you've been oriented with the basic iOS operation as it relates to Forest Metrics and how Forest Metrics works within the FileMaker framework. So now we're going to start a project. So open up FileMaker Go and locate Forest Metrics Pro. Now we consider this your master template, and what we mean by that is when you start a project from your master template, you will be selecting a certain type of project that has settings already set for Wisconsin DNR protocols. So we will hit New Project in the upper left, and we will enter in a file name. And when you leave that field, you can touch your finger somewhere else on the screen. You will then open up, or select rather, an inventory type: Recon, Timber Sale, 100% Tally, FRM, and Artificial Regen. The three primary inventory types that we're going to discuss are Recon, Timber Sale, and 100% Tally. Now the differences between these are pretty minor, but this is set up so you don't have to change any settings after you've started the project. For Recon and a Timber Sale, you're going to be calling potentially multiple products in varying lengths, which is to say, you might say, I have 3 sticks of saw timber and 4 sticks of pulp beyond that. You might typically be calling 2 different products on an individual tree. Your heights are always going to be called in the number of 8-foot bolts. In a recon cruise, you will be recording growing stock status, whereas that's turned off in a timber sale. In a recon cruise, you wouldn't ordinarily be calling cut leave, but you would be on a timber sale. For calculating the statistics, a 90% confidence interval is used on both. The goal sampling error for a recon cruise is 20%, and the goal sampling error for a timber sale cruise is 15%. And validation, no regen is required for either of these, and for each of them, a species, a diameter, and a growing status must be filled for recon, and species, diameter, and cut leave must be filled for timber sale. You don't have to enter products or heights on any tree. So we're going to start our recon cruise on each of these devices. Now, assuming that you have a grid laid out, you've already established a sampling grid, you know that you have 40 plots you have to go grab, we can populate the cruise in advance to reflect that. You can enter in your acreage if you happen to know it. You don't have to enter in anything. You can enter your number of plots. And I'm just going to say I need 45 plots on these 125 acres. Now, technically you can add a whole bunch of stands at once. If you already have, if you have a large property, everything's stratified. The problem with doing that is that your plots are going to be numbered sequentially through your stands. As in, if I add another stand here, and I say I have 56 acres, I need 24 plots in that stand, when I start this cruise, stand 1 is going to contain plots 1 through 45, and then stand 2 would contain plots 46 through 69. That may not be how your plots line up on your grid. So I typically just start with a single stand and then stratify as I'm going or afterwards. I add stands as I go and I move plots around accordingly. But we'll just leave it like this for now. We fill those things out, we hit ready, start. And this is going to close down our template and open up the new cruise file.